That's just OCD. It's okay. Hey, well, we're back.
Well, we're back.
Welcome back. Today's episode is brought to you by Pasta.
Brought to you
You
by
can- Pasta.
Brought to you by my dogs that like to play Madden and 2K. But one
Danny,
thing they
stop
don't like
singing
is
Tyler
one thing they
Hero.
don't do is play about
Turn
me,
his
my
mic off.
homeboy
Turn his
Ty
mic off.
play it
Turn his
Southeast.
mic off. Turn his mic off.
Bad.
Told me this summer he's gonna fix my jumper. It's the end of the year. Anyway, hockey. I'm gonna pull up
Hey,
the.
you
All
know
right,
what they
so-
say, let's do that hockey.
So the playoffs started last night. The matchups were set in the East. It's Rangers, Penguins, Carolina, Boston, Florida,
Washington.
Washington,
Oh,
Tampa,
did
Toronto. In the West, it's Minnesota, Colorado.
I have it. No,
I don't have the doc up. I don't.
Minnesota,
I don't
St.
read.
Louis, the Kings and the Oilers,
The Kings who
the
beat the Oilers.
Predators and the Avs and the Stars and the Flames.
You know, I'm getting
Yeah.
2014 vibes right now.
Vegas didn't get in.
Vegas did not get in.
LOL.
So,
And we have you, Coach Vegas.
a couple things. First off, Toronto absolutely dismantled Tampa Bay in their first game.
Let's be
Like,
honest.
5-0.
Let's be honest.
You put it in the chat.
Let's be honest. It's Toronto.
You pumped them.
Toronto loves to blow.
I know
series
it's
in
Toronto.
Game 7.
Do you? But like 5-0 is like nothing to
I
you know
mean, that's
scoff at.
one game.
Do you? I know it's one game.
I think
but
it was
it's-
5-1 actually.
It was 5-1. I'm
was-
pretty sure. I'll check. You guys talk. Talk words.
Continue.
Talk words,
Talk
Jacob.
words.
Speak
No,
words
it was
good.
5-1. I misspoke.
Okay.
It does say 5-1 on my
Well,
sheet.
I just corrected it.
Well, you can.
Okay,
hush.
Danny.
But do you think like Toronto can get past Tampa? Do you think
Yeah.
there's a chance of that?
I think both teams
yeah,
get
I'll
past
let
each
you
other.
answer
It's
first.
just whoever, in series like this where both teams are so good. I mean, Tampa's going for a three-peat, and Toronto is probably one of the better teams in the Atlantic, which is a gauntlet every year. It comes down to like the little things like power plays and penalty kills, and let's say someone doesn't pick up their man and leads to an easy goal. It's things like that are going to shift the series. I think
Yeah.
last night we saw a taste of what Toronto can do, and I think Tampa just wasn't ready for it. But Tampa is one of the best teams running on the fly, adapting, overcoming. I mean, they've won 2 cups in a row. So I'm not
With
worried.
pretty much the same core.
Yeah. Minus their third line of Gord, Goudreau, and somebody else. I can't remember. I think Tyler Johnson. But yeah, that's how I feel.
I mean, from what I know, from my limited knowledge, my limited knowledge.
Moses Moody.
I don't know. What's it called? My limited knowledge of hockey. From what I do know, that Toronto constantly chokes every year. Tampa used to choke every year till pretty recently, but Toronto chokes every year still. So
Could be possible changing
Yes.
the choking guard.
this is true. But I know Austin Matthews is pretty darn good at the hockey thing. But I
Yeah,
know,
2 goals, assists, 3
Yeah.
total points.
I know he's pretty good. I
And
remember,
then Mitch Marner with a goal. I believe 2 assists. I wrote down 1, but I think it was 2.
Did what happened to Vasilevsky just struggle?
Oh no, Steve, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he won a cup last year, so
Yeah, I mean that's
whatever.
True.
Yeah,
Did you who watched? Did anyone watch this game?
I did not watch anything.
Did you watch it?
Did
you watch any of the games last night?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Well, there goes my analysis.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Did I watch the game last night?
any of the hockey games?
Yeah.
No, I saw little highlights on Twitter though.
I was gonna say did Vasilevsky did he just have an off night or was it
I mean,
defense?
I just don't think they weren't ready for like the bombardment of Toronto. What that is Toronto's
Who's
offense.
home is who's
Toronto.
Toronto.
Oh, they have home ice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
And it'll be even funny if they lose in Game 7. So,
Yeah.
I did
but
watch.
it may not even get there. So we don't know.
I did see bits and pieces of Carolina.
Carolina routed Boston.
Yeah, they did.
Carolina did to Boston what I always want to happen to Boston.
Yeah. Hey, Brad Marchand was -3. Oh, yes.
Dirty rat. Is that the dirty rat?
Yeah,
Dirty rat. He wouldn't let a kid get a puck. Like what the heck?
that's
That's
because
so
he's
mean.
so short. He needs to make up for
That
it.
was so mean. He's a little kid that wanted a little puck. And he wouldn't
Right.
give it.
But yeah, that was a funny thing.
that was
Go Canes.
Go Canes. Go Canes. Go until it's Canes range.
So
Yeah.
shout out to the family in North Carolina. Go Hurricanes.
Okay.
Then St. Louis, Minnesota. The Blues stole one, a 4-0 shutout. David Perron, I believe I'm saying
Perron.
Perron.
David Perron.
First hat trick of the playoffs.
Yep.
And
I mean,
then a 37 save shutout for the St. Louis goalkeeper. Vileuso. What a name.
I think this you could just track down to a young, unexperienced Minnesota team.
Also, just Minnesota being the constant state of
Yeah.
depression for
I
sports
mean,
fans.
Besides Kaprizov and Fleury, But
Do they still have
the Audi MSG 150, the fastest 150 seconds in the National Hockey League.
Yeah.
Sorry, but going back to the Blues Wild Series, I mean, I don't want to say I expected St. Louis to do this, but it's not like, I mean, their cup run was 3 years ago. It's not like they're dead in the water gone. I mean, there's bits and pieces still of that run,
sprinkled,
like,
but, like
David Perron, who
Mhm.
was pivotal in winning them that cup. So I think we're kind of in like the same boat as the Toronto Lightning game, in that I don't think Minnesota was ready for the bombardment of the offense that they were given or thrown at. Sorry. But
the only difference here is Minnesota was the home team rather than
Yeah.
Toronto was the home team. So Minnesota needs to bounce back here
Yeah.
on home ice before they go back to St. Louis,
Yep.
because once they play Gloria, it's over.
Oh yeah, and this goes back to my original point of Game 1 being the most important and influential game in the series, because a 5-0, a 5-1, and a 4-1, or a 4-0, sorry, those are tough games to come back. Not only
Mhm.
did you get shut out, but you got shut out and embarrassed.
Yeah.
Twice, I think once on the home ice, right? Somebody got embarrassed on home ice, right?
Minnesota.
Minnesota got embarrassed on their home ice. So
37 shots on goal, and none of them went in.
yeah, I mean, so it's back to the little things. You need to readjust, you need to replan, and you have to go back out there and play a new, fresh game. Every game's a new game. You can't let losses like this get in your head, because then it's just straight down the fire tube, as they say.
Is what's his name? Pennington? Is he
Bennington.
Bennington.
Yeah,
Bennington
He's still
kind of
there?
he's there, but Ville Husso has been much better this year.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I feel like he was kind of like a one-year wonder.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, they kind of came out like the same. Like, Bennington came out of nowhere. Husso, I didn't say like come out of nowhere, but like he came out of like not obscurity, but like not a lot of people knew who he was except like the hardcore fans. So kind of the same, kind of not. But I think Bennington, coming off that adrenaline from the 2019 Cup run, a couple injuries here and there. Hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, maybe he'll come back to form next year. Maybe this is like a one-hit wonder year for Husso. So we'll see.
And then the last game of the last night, the Kings and the Oilers, where
Team
I don't
McDavid.
want to talk about it.
Philip
I don't
Deneau
wanna talk
scored a
about it.
goal with 5 minutes to go.
Do you not
Go
like
up
McDavid,
4-3.
Vin?
I don't like the Kings, Danny.
Yeah, the Kings are.
We don't like the
Oh,
Kings.
the Kings won. I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the one time I really hope a Canada hockey team doesn't blow a series.
So speaking of that, do you believe this is the year that Connor McDavid finally gets out of the second round?
I hope so.
Nope.
He's the best player. In the
What
league.
did they do to help McDavid and Draisaitl?
Nothing, but
Nothing.
they still made the playoffs.
Cool. Puljujarvi had
What were they,
a nice season.
Are they
Great.
were they the second best team in the Pacific?
There's still a top heavy team that can get watered down by any team.
I
with
understand.
depth.
I'm just saying, like, I'm clarifying.
Who's presenting the question?
I believe they are. Right.
Second. Yeah, I'm gonna go with second too.
Okay.
Can they? So is McDavid is a Mickey. I remember.
He's
I saw
not a
this.
Mickey fraud. The
No, he's
rest
not
of the
Mickey
team's a
fraud.
Mickey fraud.
I don't
Yeah.
think he is, but I remember I saw like early on in the season, like when ESPN just
Yeah,
started
Edmonton was
talking
second. The
about-
Kings were
some
third,
doing
yeah.
ESPN when they just started talking about hockey. He's like, McDavid's a fraud. He can't make it out of the first round.
Well, it doesn't. One player can't. Who said that? What analyst?
I have no clue. what his
It was
name
probably an ESPN
But
analyst, 'cause
everyone just dogged him in
Danny,
the
it was
comments.
probably someone from ESPN, because
was.
ESPN does not know how to talk about hockey. They promote fighting and they just don't know what they're talking about. And ESPN, I really hope someone hears this, because I can't stand you for how you broadcast your hockey games. But going back to my other point,
What about TNT though? Because I feel like
TNT's
did a
good.
better job.
TNT's basically ESPN but worse.
What? You kidding me?
Danny,
That booth is hilarious.
it's so.
You're the first person I've talked to that hates that TNT booth. The TNT booth is awesome. I've watched
Look.
hockey games on that TNT booth. They do a great job. I don't want to hear it. TNT slander's not tolerated.
I
Shout
have
out
not been watching. That's why I'm clarifying. Because
I mean, I've watched the Rangers play on TNT. And let me tell you, I don't like the team. I don't like the broadcast team.
I love it. I think they're awesome.
I think
I think they're hilarious. I think like the halftime, like the intermission booth is hilarious.
that's fine. The halftime intermission, but I just the people they hire to broadcast these games just don't seem like they have the extensive knowledge that like Sam Rose and Joe Micheletti would have,
Right.
or Doc Emmerich, or Ray Ferraro. They're just it's like it makes me like clench my fist a little bit and be like, wow. Because I know, I'm not saying I could do a better job, but I'm saying if you put me up there, like say you put me and Jacob up there, you'd be much better than ESPN. I don't know about that. Jacob, just go with that. Just shut up. Jacob, shut up.
I just heard,
Jacob, smile and wave. Thank you.
So I got some other things.
Yeah.
So the Panthers won the President's Trophy this year.
President's Trophy curse. It does not
How serious do you take
hold
them?
no regards. The
How's-
Panthers?
Yeah, because they did have a strong year and came out guns blazing. And like they did fire their head coach.
Yeah.
who's a kind of a bad person.
Yeah, I know, but like even after that, they still managed.
Yeah,
to see.
I mean, and the trades for Giroud and Sherratt, Carter Verhage had a nice little breakout season.
Can I give
So-
a take?
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember before the Lightning ended their choking ways, they got
wouldn't-
swept
no.
by the after winning like the President's Trophy with like the record or whatever. What do they have?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
6
that
or
was
something?
funny.
Yeah, they got swept by a team that never won a playoff series.
Yep.
So I think
anything can happen. I think. Sorry,
Anything
I cut you off.
No, you're good. That's all I had to say. Who are they playing? Washington.
Yeah.
Playing Washington. Yeah.
I'm not
That's
saying
another choking.
I'm not saying Washington's going to win. I'm saying that we've seen like crazier things happen. We have juggernauts of teams downplay their opponents to the point where you can't even get anything done because you just you don't take the proper time to prepare because you're already thinking I already won this game. That's not in any sport. Like you can't go in thinking I've won unless you know for a fact that you're going to just lay the smackdown on some jabronis. You got to go in there with the mentality that I could lose this game like that.
And I don't think it helps that Washington does have a decent,
The second
it doesn't have a decent amount of players that like
and the second best goal scorer of all
part of
time.
that 20 was it 18?
18, yeah.
Part of that 2018 run.
But their goaltending is just awful.
Goaltending is
Vanacek
awful,
and Samsonov. It's like who's worse? Who's less bad tonight?
but you also do have the best goal scorer
Second best
of our era.
Sure.
Second best.
Ovi's got more.
Second best.
Who's
Second best of all time.
No, it's of our era.
Oh, of our era?
It's either him or Crosby. And I probably, if I'm going just on making goal scoring, I'm taking Ovi.
I'd say Crosby, but I'd laugh because I can't stand that.
Yeah, but Ovi has more goals than Crosby.
Yeah, I know.
So I the best
Yeah.
goal scorer of
I'm
our
sorry. No,
generation.
I thought
Ovi.
you were talking about all time. That's my fault.
No.
My
the
brain
goal
got
scorer.
jumbled. But
So like that still plays a factor.
yeah, I mean, it's not like Ovechkin's an old decrepit man. He's still
good.
He's still
ripping. He's ripping.
he's
He's ripping
heaters.
shots barred
Do you-
Downsky from the circle.
Is he going? Is he going to?
No,
break the
he's
record?
not.
He's not.
He's
gonna break
not. Wayne Gretzky had 3 seasons where he scored 80 plus goals. I think even maybe 4 seasons where he scored 80 plus goals. And I think 1 or 2 seasons he scored 90 plus goals.
What record is he close to? Then hold on.
Gretzky has
It'd
894
probably
goals.
be the goal one.
It's
but,
goals.
Like,
It's goals. Gretzky's at 894.
It's
Ovechkin's
goals.
at like 768 or something, or 790
Ovi
something.
would need like 4 or 5 seasons
He
of
need-
like this production.
Of 30, 40 plus. And that needs to be consistent.
Yeah,
Like,
and
And-
he's old.
and we're not taking into account what can happen now with like injuries or, maybe the Caps don't want him anymore. Maybe he starts to underperform.
He's pretty close actually.
What's he at?
He's at 780.
Okay. And what's
And
Gretzky at?
what's
894. That's
So
104 goals.
That's 3, 4, 5 seasons that you need to.
It's
that.
Didn't he have like 40 this year?
Yeah, but he's not gonna do that every year.
how
Yeah.
old is he this year?
I mean, you don't know.
36, 37.
I don't think he's showing any signs of slowing down, is he?
I got it. Oven chicken is 36.
Yeah, he's 36. He had 50 goals this year. He led
Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like there's
from
a
2013 through 2020. He led the league in goals.
Pull up Gretz's
all
stats.
but
Jacob, pull
one
up
year.
Gretz's stats for me for a second, please. I want to come see something.
All right, so do you want to see what he did probably age 36 after?
So here we are, right?
Vin, here, take the mic here.
Sorry. So we're looking at the stats on the computer. You can't see what we can see. So let's start with the 81-82 season. 92 goals. The next-
Wait, Gretzky only has 583 goals.
No, he's got 894 here.
That's just with Edmonton.
Oh no, that was Edmonton.
So he had
My
90,
bad.
92 goals in the 81-82 season, then 71, 87, 73, 52, 62, 40, which is, kind of a bad season for him. But like, and then if you look at his assist numbers, hundreds, he had a 9-year stretch where he scored 100 more assists each season. The guy's at 894 goals. I mean, even in his last 2 years, 72 with the Rangers, 67. No, those are assists. I'm done.
But he still led the league in assists at age 36 and 37.
And it harbors back to my point. Like, he started when he was his early 20s, I think,
No,
right?
it's at 18. 18.
Oh, yeah. So he started when he was 18. He retired when he was 38, right?
It's 20 years.
Ovechkin's 36 right now.
Mhm.
Like, hockey players don't usually play into their 40s unless you're a defenseman, like Zdeno Chara.
Yeah.
But, if he keeps up and he keeps up, great. If he breaks the record, great. I'd be so happy for that. I'd be so happy to witness that in my lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
To watch a player break one of the best of all time's records, the greatest of all time. But
I don't think it's that far-fetched to say that he has
It's
a
not.
chance. Okay, that's what I was
It's-
getting.
yeah,
at.
it's not. I'm
not,
not
but,
saying it's
like-
impossible. I'm saying the level of production and intensity and the routine and keeping yourself in shape for that many more years, it takes a toll
It absolutely
on here
does.
and up here too.
Absolutely.
You know, you could break down up here and you could be terrible on the ice.
It could has Ovi showed any signs of slowing down? or
No,
not?
No, he
but we
hasn't.
don't know but again, you never know.
You never know.
You never know. David Wilson had to retire from football after he had a bad fall.
Yeah, point.
You know?
So one last little thing. Obviously, Vin and I are both Ranger fans.
Hi.
How far do you believe the Rangers can go?
In my bracket, I had them losing in the conference finals to Carolina. Oh, no, Florida.
Okay, so you have Florida. Who do you have winning the cup?
Florida, Minnesota, Florida winning.
Really?
I took a picture. Let me see.
I thought you said the President's Trophy winner.
Well, there's a President's Trophy curse, but
I mean, yeah. But if I'm going to jinx Florida, I might as well do it now.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. I had Florida, Calgary.
okay.
I can give you my whole thing. I'll give you my whole thing. I had the Lightning over the Florida over the Caps, Lightning over Toronto, Carolina and the Rangers winning, and then the Rangers beating Carolina and losing to Calgary. And
You
then
mean Rangers losing to Florida?
Florida, sorry. And then in the West, Avalanche over. Sorry, the Predators. I'm having brain
Predators,
farts.
Avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche over Preds, Minnesota over the Blues, Calgary over Dallas, the Kings over the Oilers, Minnesota over Colorado, Calgary over the Kings, Calgary over Minnesota, Florida over Calgary.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a very unique. That's definitely two
Yeah,
teams.
you know,
that
let
have not-
one Canada team do something good just so they could lose in the end.
Yeah.
Jacob, do you want to make a prediction too?
No.
No, that's
Alright.
no, don't.
I mean, the Rangers definitely bolstered up from the trade deadline, and then you still have Igor standing on his head. So great goaltending can take you far. It's just getting shots in, and we're seeing that now. It's 3-3 right now with the Pen.
Honestly, that second period was so sloppy. They allowed,
Yeah.
I think, 20-something shots on goal.
So,
A lot of excuse me.
You're good.
A lot of penalties too.
but we're also the Rangers also a very young team.
Oh yeah,
Like
I mean,
like,
their
granted,
entire
like,
their
they're-
entire
like,
third line has not played in the playoffs.
no,
Lafreniere,
like, obviously,
Kakko,
obviously, like guys like Kreider and Mika, like guys that have kind of been
Did
there a little bit.
you
Panarin
watch
a
the
little
first
bit.
period?
No, I didn't. That
Lafreniere was
practice.
throwing the body around. Like
Was he?
he lit up Chad Ruedel and then he lit up John Marino.
That's awesome.
Like, and then Ryan
Like-
Reeves lit up Marino. It was crazy.
But, like there are some vets on the team, but like Igor's young, Lafra's young, Capo's hurt still, right?
no, he's playing.
He's
Okay,
back?
well,
Everybody's healthy.
Capo's young. Actually, Panarin pretty much is young,
Panarin's 26, 27.
but like he what started in 2015?
Well, he's played for
No,
Colorado.
16,
He was
I'm
on
pretty sure.
Colorado,
Yes.
right?
Panarin?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. So
Yeah.
he's
Chicago and Columbus.
So he's
right?
he's had playoff
He was part of that
experience.
Columbus team, I think, that swept.
Tampa
Yeah.
Tampa.
So he's had playoff experience.
No, I'm
before.
wrong. Because they didn't Tampa get swept in
2019.
Yeah, because they won in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. That's me then. Yeah.
So
But
he has experience.
Either way, he doesn't have experience, but he's young. Is my point. Like the Rangers are a very young team, so like I think they can make a run here.
Oh my God, you're right. Tampa did choke before they won the cup.
Yeah,
Oh my
It's the
God.
the
biggest
worst choke.
The worst choke possible.
Oh my God, I'm starting to get all that memory back. Oh my days. Oh my God, I remember all the tweets the night before. The Islanders are going to sign Artemi Panarin. And then I'm sitting at work the other day, and my sister comes up to me. She smacks me in the back of the head and goes, "We signed Panarin."
Brad man.
Right, man.
Uh,
Can I you continue?
So I think the Rangers can beat Pittsburgh. Genuinely,
I do too. This
and-
is
but
this is
then
a
when
2-3 matchup.
and then
Love
when you
it.
get the Carolina, and then if you can get past Carolina, and then
For playing Carolina, put Georgie in goal because he shut them out.
yeah,
Like,
and then there's the Floridas. Whoa, how did that come out weird?
Whoa.
There's,
oh my God, no!
there's Florida, Toronto, Tampa, or Boston. It's like one of those teams that can come out. So and hockey's always just so hard to predict anyway.
The East is also a gauntlet every year.
East is a gauntlet right now, yeah. So I think eventually they might get tripped up along the way.
I mean,
But-
honestly, I didn't
but
expect them
this
to make the
team-
playoffs this year.
This team getting a deep playoff run, like a second round matchup, or even Eastern Conference final matchup would be huge.
And
let
it's-
alone a Stanley Cup
know-
run. First time since 2014.
It's
Yeah.
great about seasons like this where your expectations aren't deep playoff run, and then you go and you make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like
That's
it's
kind of like what the Heat was in 2020. and
yeah,
then we
but
ended up going to
I'm
the finals.
I'm
Yeah,
worried
exactly.
this is gonna be like a Knicks situation because the Knicks were the 4 seed last year, and now they're So
Well, the
I
thing- the-
Well, they
I-
also won one game, then burnt the city down, and then lost.
yeah, but I'm just nervous. I don't want to.
You don't want to
If they lose this series, fine. I'm not expecting them to win the Stanley Cup, but I just don't want them to embarrass themselves like they did against Carolina,
Carolina,
playing.
yeah.
But that team was decrepit and
yeah.
just outmatched. And
Mhm.
then another thing I want to get at regarding the Rangers is I think a lot of analysts kind of the entire, me and you talked about it a lot. A lot of people played down the Rangers' success to, Shesterkin's stealing games or, stuff like that. But like the fact of the matter is he wasn't. I mean, there are times, yes, where he stood on his head and won us the game, but it wasn't like a consistent, I'm going to win every game for you.
But
Kreider
also,
scored 50. Panarin had 70 assists. Fox had 70 points overall. And,
I was gonna say I don't think it was based on the offense. I think
The
you guys
players
score.
played.
Yeah,
the players played.
but like
The 5-on-5
But you do have a point,
was
like,
terrible until the trade deadline.
there's
though.
a different way of saying like Igor stole games. Where but if you steal games in the playoffs, you still win them.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
If you steal a series,
A win is a win.
Guess what? You win the series.
A win is a
so
win
like,
is a
if
win.
if it's working, it's working. But like it's just whether or not like it can be consistent,
Yeah,
which is obviously like where like you get your beef and everything. But
especially with ESPN and CBS Sports because they just it's like everyone in the media in the sports media is anti-New York. Doesn't matter what team it is. I'm looking at you, Joe Buck.
I think we got a reason.
I'm Joe Buck, and I hate New York Yankees.
I don't mind Joe Buck.
I can't
Joe Buck,
stand Joe Buck.
Hey, you got Monday Night Football every week.
I'd rather
now.
watch Peyton and Eli.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would.
Well,
Too.
I mean that's also speaking of that. Did you watch the K-Rod broadcast at all?
I heard it was awful.
They
Have you
brought on. Do you know who John McEnroe is? The tennis player?
Yes.
They brought. They brought
What,
on.
what even kind of question is that? Do you know who John McEnroe is?
I'm
Tennis
just
legend John
clarifying
McEnroe.
They brought on him and his brother, and they started talking about stuff, and I just went okay, and then I turned it off,
Yeah.
and I went back to the normal broadcast. It was the Phillies Mets game.
I got to witness a Cameron Maben broadcast, and I got to say, I kind of liked it.
No, I honestly like
Cameron
Cameron.
Maben's great.
The
Get
Ru-
Carlos Belcher off my screen, though, the dirty little
The
cheater.
Ruocco and Cameron Maben broadcast is the best case scenario.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
love Ruocco.
I'm with you.
Yeah, Ruocco's awesome.
Ruocco's awesome.
Oh! Fox just took down Mike Matheson.
All right,
like-
well,
Can I give my prediction real quick?
And now,
of the playoffs.
and now
Sure.
your closing remarks from WSR president, Daniel
Danny
Reardon.
Reardon.
Danny?
So first I want to say this too. This is not our last show. Next week's it. But
And we
my
get our award, hopefully.
my prediction is a team that we really haven't touched on too much. Honestly,
It's going to be the Flames.
it's
the Kraken.
it is
That's my prediction. The Kraken are going to the
that's what I
Stanley
was- you
Cup.
stole my
Not even in the
thunder.
playoffs, Danny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Real playoff
The
team.
Kraken are
Real
going to the
playoff
There's
team.
actually been-
Whalers.
there's actually a rule that you don't know of. There's
The
actually
Kraken rule.
there's the Kraken rule. Where
The
basically
Kraken
the
are
Kraken
going
get
to
it-
beat the Hartford Whalers back from the dead in 5 games.
And
Sure.
I think-
There's
I-
nothing
can I-
you
can I
can
give
stop.
My
fi-
prediction is the Atlanta Thrashers beat the Quebec Nordiques in
Can
6
I give my
games.
final four?
Yeah, sure.
So
Final four.
it'll be a Kraken. It'll be the Kraken in one side. It'll be the Atlanta Thrashers.
That's what I said. Thrashers.
It'll
Yeah.
be the
You can also go Atlanta Flames because
it'll-
they lost that team too.
it'll be
Yeah.
the Hartford Whalers
God, Atlanta hockey and
the,
Atlanta don't mix well.
and the
Atlanta.
New Jersey Swamp Dragons because that's what the Devils were supposed to be. And the Kraken in 6.
You could have said like the Kansas City Barons.
We always say the Pittsburgh
The San Jose
Force.
Seals.
The
San Diego Seals.
No,
San
it's the
Jose?
California Golden Seals.
Does anyone know
California
The-
Golden
You could
Seals.
say the California Golden Seals. You could say the Nordique.
the Missoula Paddleheads?
The
I don't know.
Minnesota
You could
North
literally
Stars?
say the Minnesota North Stars. Great team until they
Does
moved to
anyone know-
Dallas.
Does anyone know the Pittsburgh Force? They're the an NBA 2K.
You know they
expansion
changed the
team.
Bridgeport Sound Tigers, the Islanders AHL team.
Yeah, I know what the Sound Tigers.
So now that they're
Uh,
just the Bridgeport
Oh,
Islanders.
actually, can I give a quick shout out? Utica.
Also, yeah, I want to touch on that because remember the main Red Claws?
Yeah.
They're the main Celtics now.
What they changed?
Yeah,
They're all just
why?
changing. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
They gotta stop with this. They're
This-
taking away all minor league.
First, now it's
teams
the-
and all the fun
At least they didn't take away the Trenton Thunder.
You know,
They
we got-
did take away.
They
the
took away the
Trenton
Trenton Thunder.
Thunder. Dude, they got rid of the team entirely.
What are you talking about?
The Trenton Thunder aren't an affiliate of the Yankees.
When?
a
2
few
years ago,
yeah,
last
2 years
year.
ago. I missed the Trenton Thunder.
The Trenton Thunder are not the AA affiliate of the New York Yankees.
Who's the AA affiliate?
I don't. I for Somerset
like the
Patriots.
Tampa-
Yeah, Somerset is.
Oh, that's
Somerset
not that bad. The
Patriots.
It's
Somerset-
the Somerset
I know. I thought
Patriots.
Somerset were single A or high A.
They're double A now. High A is the Hudson Valley Renegades.
And then we have the what is it? The Rail Riders.
The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders.
I live in the Hudson Valley.
What's it
No,
called?
the Renegades by me.
Tampa Tarpons.
Tampa Tarpons are low A.
Yeah, I mean we got.
And then
we all got
Scranton,
the, we got
Wilkes-Barre
the,
Rail
What about the
Riders.
premier baseball team, the Rockland
Staten
Boulders?
Island. It still says the Trenton Thunder are still an
They're
affiliate.
not.
We got the Rockland Boulders, everyone.
I love. Don't even talk about my boulders like
There,
that.
there are Boulders,
You don't live in Rockland County.
but I go to the
It's-
Boulders.
no.
The Boulders are my team too. I'm
Trenton
close enough.
Thunder. The Trenton Thunder are a collegiate summer baseball team of the MLB Draft League. They are located in Trenton, New Jersey, and
Yeah.
play their home games at Trenton Thunder Ballpark.
Yep.
Speaking of the baseball,
But no, bring back the main Red Claws. It was the best name.
They
in,
have
in
they
the
have
Speaking of the
they have the
baseball,
Jersey Shore Blue
can
Claws.
I have a score update? 5-1 Yankees, 7-1 Yankees.
Who?
Please tell me Manoa didn't get shelled. Domino gets shelled.
I don't think so. It's top of the 7th. I don't know if he came out.
Perfect. Best case scenario.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
So 7-1 Yankees. Judge got an RBI double though.
That's great. Love it.
Icing on the Rangers. All right.
So next week's our last show.
Next week's our last show.
Next week is our final show.
Yes. By the way,
We're gonna have former President Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna say this too.
Allegedly former president.
We are. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this now. Yeah. I'm breaking the rules. The show's supposed to end this week. I override that.
Way to go, Prez.
Yeah.
Wow.
This show does not die yet. So yeah.
You can't get rid of us, Iona.
Yeah,
We're never leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be back in the fall for the fall premiere of H24 Unfiltered.
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You can't. What are you gonna
What
do?
are you gonna
What are you
do
gonna do?
about
Charge
it?
us money? We already gave you all our money.
Yeah.
Did you guys get the email like, hey, give us $20.20 and we'll give you a graduation lapel or something? They're like, give us money now, you alumnus. I'm like,
No.
whoa.
I
I don't want to give any money, my money.
Yeah, but what's it called?
See you next week.
Yeah, see you
See
next
See you
week.
next week.
Love you guys.
Hope the Rangers win.
Probably gonna be tears on my end for next week, so
Maybe a bit.
maybe a bit.
Might be a little bit emotional. It might hit a little bit more then.
Yeah, it's gonna
you know?
hit. I've just full disclosure because whenever I don't know. All right, see y'all next week. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
And shrink.
It's